Hey everybody, welcome back to a special speed build today. I decided to do a double speed build because I built some cute little playhouses for some of the younger Sims in the game, and they didn't take that long, but I thought they were really cool to build and that you might like to have a look and perhaps get some ideas and maybe try your own. So yes, we've got a double speed build today, two for the price of one. um, I'm working on the first one here. As you can see, I went for a design that was higher off the ground and very pink and um, very homely, I think. It looks like a traditional cubby house, I think. Very much accessible for children and toddlers because they've got the step ladder at the front there and also the stairs off to the side. Just playing around with the roofing. I wanted it to be cozy and homely and just like a mini house, really. Um, and I put a sand pit down in the bottom. I wasn't really sure where to go past that, so there's a lot of spinning about with the camera, purely because that's what I do when I think. I know I said I'd try to stop doing that, but when I build spur of the moment, it happens. I don't know. I have to view it from all angles to work out where I'm going next and what I want to do. So yes, I apologise for the jumpiness, but um, the chaos is always worth it, I think. Anyway, so I wanted to add in some curtains down the bottom to make it a little more cozy. I'm using some planters from the new cottage living pack, which is amazing, by the way. I don't know about you, but I love it. Um, I had half a mind to do a little cubby in the cottage living style, but I decided against it because I was kind of, I don't know, I just couldn't get an idea straight in my head because all I can think is farms at the moment. So every time I started to try and build something with the cottage living, something small, I ended up just with a massive like farmhouse. So it just wasn't working for me. Maybe next time. Just adding in a few details here. As you can see, it's looking rather homely. We've added some greenery around the side and putting in some trees now. You know, they always need some shade to play. Cubby houses, I don't know if you're in a warm climate like where I live, it's always hot and stinky and really just claustrophobic sometimes in cubby houses. So lots of windows, lots of doors, and shade from the trees. Just putting in some plants. It was pretty easy to build this. Like I said, it doesn't take very long. It's a lot of it is just decoration and adding in the finer details. But I didn't want to overdo it. Sometimes I have a habit of over cluttering and just getting too busy. So I wanted to try and keep this a little bit more simple. Um, yeah, I really went with the pink vibe for this one because I figured the next one I'd do more of a modern neutral vibe, I guess. Just adding in some cushions and some furniture. I didn't have a lot of space to work with because I deliberately kept it small. Cubbies are not overly big, but that meant that I had to fit quite a lot into quite a little space. So once again, forced me to keep it basic and not go too over the top. But I imagined whilst I was building this, you know, girls sitting in here having a giggle, writing in their journals. So it was a bit of a pink club here. I I wanted to find some little stools that I watched a video of someone using them to fill in the gaps on those boxes, but I couldn't find them, so I moved on with that idea, but maybe I don't have the pack for them. I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look. Um, that's pretty much the inside done. I just added a little bit of lighting, um, some fairy lights, of course, and down the bottom I put in a pool, a little toddler pool, and the little doll house or tree house, and good old sizing up objects just to make it look like children have been playing there. I always say this, I don't think we have enough for the younger Sims of the game. It just feels like they're afterthoughts. I'm glad they added the interactive activities with cottage living, like being able to cook with the children. That is so cool. But this is the final product for this one. Okay, moving on to the second cubby house for today. This one I did decide to go for a bit more of a modern type look, and I wanted it still to be two-storied so that the main part of the playhouse would be on the second level. I also wanted to add in a swing set, and I suppose I wanted it to be more of an active playhouse. So the first one that we saw was more, sitting, reading, relaxing inside. It was more of an inside playhouse, whereas this one, I wanted it to be more for the Sims who enjoy to be outdoors and be a bit more active. So just working out the width and where I wanted everything roughly. I decided to put in some monkey bars as well on the side there. That was my gauge for making it as wide as it was. I wanted it to line up. I went for bigger windows, being that I was trying to make it a bit more modern, but still have it look like a playhouse. Still needed a sandpit, I felt. I'm not sure, I don't know what you guys think, but for me personally, a playhouse isn't a playhouse without a sandpit. Like, what child does not like to go in the dirt and the sand? So some of the ideas that I used were similar to the first one, like that white fencing. I tried to make it a little different, using the hedges this time to create kind of an outline. And again, definitely need trees. Got to have shade with a cubby house. A little more landscaping. The inside of this one was much smaller than the other one. But again, that suited the design because I didn't want it to be a cubby house that was primarily played indoors. It was more to encourage them to play outside. So sizing up some toys again. I went for a bit more of a blue vibe for this one. I figured I overdid the pink last time, so I was going to counteract that and go the opposite way. Go for some blue this time. But I also didn't put any stairs on this one. It's just the step ladder, so toddlers won't be able to get up to the second story. But like I said, it's more of an outdoor playhouse, this one anyway. I added a bit of a water feature to this one and a bit of a mud patch. And then the idea hit me to do a hopscotch. So whatever you call it, you know, where you throw the piece of bark and or whatever and it lands on the square and you have to hop, skip and jump, retrieve it and go back the other way. But this one again was very simple, quite quick to build. I kept it basic. I didn't do as much decor on this one because I felt like being smaller, it was just gonna be too cluttered. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and also click on that notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. You can also check me out on my socials.